Hey guys, this is the full review of the Bike2Power iPhone 5 bike mount case, and this is more of a case for your phone that can mount to your bike rather than just a bike mount for your phone. If you think about it that way, it makes a little bit more sense compared to some of the other mounts on the market. It's very simple. You have this plastic case that is more of a cradle for the phone, and this just works as a simple interface for the unit itself. The unit opens on a single top hinge, and it has these two lever action clamps that hold it shut. When you open up the unit, it has a rubber insert, and the plastic case that goes around your phone fits snugly into that insert, and it's an extremely perfect fit. Then this clamps down, and it does have a rubber seal all the way around. This rubber insert acts as a gasket to make it actually waterproof. And then you simply fold these and clamp them down for a very secure, snug fit. Construction on the unit is top-notch. It is absolutely rock solid. There are no squeaks and rattles. It's a perfect fit. The home button is beautiful. It has the exact same feel as the button on the phone. Obviously you can't get to any side controls, but the screen itself is excellent too. The touch is just as responsive as using the phone, and it has an anti-reflective coating on this front screen, so it works extremely well outdoors in sunlight. I wish they had this coating on the phone itself. It completely eliminates the glare. It's very, very nice. On the back, you do have a cutout for the flash and the camera, so you can use it as a camera off the bike, or when it's on the bike, you can use it in a portrait mode and do some filming or photographs. And then you have this little snap-out kickstand for viewing the phone on a table. To mount it to the bike itself, it's very simple. You have this unit here, which clamps to the bike. That's pretty self-explanatory. You have this pretty much like a big zip tie, and I've snipped it off here because you do need to trim it to fit once you put it on your bike. But you have your handlebar, goes around the handlebar, and this simply goes in this slot. And then you turn this screw with the included Allen wrench, and it's a worm gear, so it doesn't pop out. You don't have to worry about losing anything. And you simply screw it, and it tightens it up, and you position it where you want on the handlebar. Now after it's on your bike, this unit stays in place, and you have a quick mount for the case. They simply mate together and snaps into place, and it's on there. Now it does have a double lock feature. By default, when it snaps into place, it catches a little tab, and all you have to do is pry this back a bit with your finger, and you can take it off the bike. Now if you want to really secure it, once you snap it into place, you just tighten down this little thumb screw, and it just takes about 3 turns, and it's absolutely on there, and even if you pry this off, it can't go anywhere. Then you just have to unscrew it to then take it off again. Excellent fit and finish, excellent construction. Materials are top-notch. I have no complaints there whatsoever. Now, one feature of this unit that I did have an issue with, and it really depends on how you use these types of devices, if this would be a problem for you, and I'll go through that in a minute, but here's the problem. This has what they call the sound boost feature, which is basically these two little, what look like speaker grill holes, and underneath them, I'll show you on the underside of the case here, they have a little film, much like the anti-glare. It's right here. Okay, so these are filled. I mean, there's a plastic film in place. They are watertight. And basically, the idea is these little cavities here, this is over the speaker and this is over the microphone, this is meant to transduce some of the sound coming out of the phone and let you hear a little bit through here, rather than having it completely sealed up and very mute. The problem is, when you have it completely sealed and watertight, it's very, very quiet. You can barely hear it. When you're on the bike riding, you can't hear a thing. So that's really not a feature. To get any sound out of it on the bike, what you have to do is flip open these rubber gaskets, which are covering the holes for the headphone port and the charging port. And then you have open airspace to the inside, and you can hear the music or whatever you're playing from the phone. The problem with that is the volume's okay, but the way it's constructed, those membranes in here vibrate a lot with these open, and it completely distorts the sound. Vocals just turn all muddy. I mean, it sounds like the speakers in the phone are blowing out. So anything above half volume or so is not usable with these open. So basically, if you're going to use this bike mount device with the speakers on the phone, you're kind of out of luck. However, if you're the kind of rider like my wife, for example, that only uses headphones while riding, what they give you are little rubber gaskets that go over the headphone ports. And you can see more details like this in the unboxing video I did about a week ago for this. But the rubber gaskets simply feed over the headphone cables and the power cables, and they go into here to keep it watertight. And it functions absolutely perfectly, because the only problem is using the speakers. So as a watertight headphone device, this is a great mount. If you're using it for apps, email, fitness trackers, GPS, things like that, it's excellent. Function-wise, it is a beautiful mount. The anti-glare really does its job. The touch screen works perfectly. There are absolutely no issues with that. So that is about it. So again, it really comes down to how you are going to use the device. If you need a watertight holder for apps or using headphones, this would be a very good choice. If you are using it for, like I do, playing music through the speakers, you would want to pass on this. So that's what it basically comes down to. I want to thank Bike2Power.com for generously sending this unit in for review. If you're interested, definitely check them out. The link is in the description, and give it a shot. See you guys next time.